Hi, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to change page size and print a page size in Microsoft Publisher. Let's open Microsoft Publisher to begin. Right. In this example, we're going to use our Stories of Love previous file. Left click it to open. Right. This is our Story of Love previous file. Now, let's say, for example, we want to change the page size of our Story of Love publication. We want to change the page size of this current page. As you can see, it's on horizon um, landscape page orientation, and you want to change the page size depending on how you want your publication to be. Now, to change your page size, you have to click the page tab, the page design tab. Now, in page setup group, you have three buttons. Now, you left click the size button to open the list of page size you have. Now, this is the current page size that we're using. Now, if you want to choose other page size, you can choose other page size from the other ones we have here. Now, to have a bigger one, let's say for example we want this page size, a bigger one, you can choose that. That's quite big. You can see the page size has increased. Now let's say for example we want to make this page size bigger. Now we go back to the size tool in page setup group under page design tab. You click page setup. Right. Now currently this is our page setup. This is the size of our page. Now let's say we want to increase the size. You change the width. The width actually represents the horizontal size of the page, while the height represents the vertical size of the page. Now let's say we want it to be 46.18 centimeter. So now we'll just make it 46. So we want that to be the height to be 25. After entering your width size and your height size, click OK. And over here you can see the preview of the size you choose. The preview of the size you choose. This is the preview of it. Now what you have to do, you just click OK. Now over here it tells you this is a layout type. A layout type actually represents the set of layouts that you're using. For example, if it's about a web page, choose that. If it's about an envelope, choose that. But currently we're on this layouts type. Over here discusses about the margin. The margin actually represents the area, like there, the area, for example, area of the page, like how close the the um the insertion point, how close should it be, or sorry, how close the text should be actually. That's the margin for you. That's what it actually represents. So you have the top margin, the bottom margin, you have the top margin, the bottom margin, the left margin, the right margin. So we'll come back to this setup. And here we have the options, which talks about the target page size. Over here we have custom. Custom actually represents the changes, because over here we had the presets, the default, not a default, but a preset size, which was already chosen before, which we already had before. So if we take that is the preset size. Preset size actually, it means size already defined on the system. So, but right now we want custom target page size, which actually represents our own defined size, right? Our own defined size. So we on that. So we choose that, which automatically resize the page. As you can see, our page has been resized. See, the vertical section, which is the height, is different. The horizontal section, which is the width, is different. And our page landscape is bigger. Now, let's say, for example, you want to create your own defined size. So next time you don't need to go setting up, you just select your your own size from this list. Now to perform that step, what we just have to do is to go back to the size tool in the page setup group under page design, click the size tool, and then click the create new page size. When you click that, you your name your current page, name the page size you want, give it a name that you want. So in our example, we give it love, stories of love, stories of love, page size. So we can define a size, whatever we want to define, as now we understand all of this, the margin, the layout type, whatever, we understand everything. So we just click OK. Now our page size is been defined. So which means, for example, now to choose your page size, for example, you had a previous page size, you have something different. So let's say you have European page size. Now this doesn't look good. Now let's choose our page size to go back to our page size. Now this is our page size. So your page size is defined there. It's there. So anytime you come, you just have to go and click your page size there. Now, how can you delete your page size? Let's say, for example, you don't need your page size there, your defined page size anymore. So now to delete it, all you just have to do is to open the size tool, move your mouse pointer to your defined page size, and right click. You can either delete it or edit it. See, now if you, let's say for example, we want to edit it, now we click edit, takes us back to our size. We can make changes. Now we want to delete the size here in this example. So you right click and click delete. It's automatically deleted. Or you want to add the size as a tool, add gallery to quick access toolbar. To the quick access toolbar, you can add the size to the quick access toolbar. But in this current right now we want to delete it. So let's delete it. So you click delete, an alert box appears asking you, do you want to delete page size stories of love page size? Yes. We don't want it. So if we go back to our size page, it's no more there, as you can see. So it's no more there. Now let's say, for example, we want to, do you know, we want to choose other page size and you don't know the the page size measurement. Now let's say, for example, do you know Microsoft Publisher has other page size? Now to perform that, we'll just have to go back to the size tool and go to more preset page size. Click that, and here we have the more preset page size dialog box. Over here you have loads of page size to choose from. For example, you're creating greeting cards. This is the page group of size for greeting cards. Do you see that? See? Now let's say we want to use this page size. Select that, and what you just have to do is to click OK. See? So now that's the page size we choose, we selected. So now what I did over there was to undo. We have undo and redo. We'll be discussing about this in sometimes in our tutorials. So that's how to choose presets, the preset size for Microsoft Publisher. There you have more page size. What you just have to do is to select that, more preset page size. There you have them. You choose any one that you want depending on what you want to do. For example, you want to create photo, paper, postcards, envelope, greeting card, business card. You have the size for them, business card. So you just have your design. Now we'll close this dialog box. Now let's say, for example, you want to print your page size. You want to print your page size, so you must ensure you have a good printer that can allow you to print the page size that you require. Have a good printer set up and everything. All you just have to do is to go to the file menu and go to the print dialog box, to the print section. Make sure you select your printer there, the printer you're using. Select your printer, and here it talks about how many pages you're printing. Here it's about the the um the page number, the size, and everything. And here it talks about the printing of all pages. Let's say, for example, you want to print a selected section, you want to print one page, or you want to print all pages. You just have to select there in the settings. Now here it talks about the page, the pages. Yeah, tiled. Now this all depends on your printer as well, on the printer you're using it, because all this can be automated as well as it prints. So over here we'll talk about the size. This section is also essential. You have to choose the size of paper you're using. If you're using your printer, you're using a portrait, A4 portrait paper, that's the size you're using. So you must, it's essential you come here to choose your paper size. This is very important if you're printing anything. It's very, very important. You must choose your paper size you're using. It's a statement, legal, tabloid, A5. Choose the paper size here, because this will correspond with the design, the publication you're printing out. So here you choose your portrait. Your orientation. Are you printing on a landscape or portrait as well? So if you're printing it on a landscape orientation, you choose that. If you're printing it on the portrait, as you can see, you're printing it on the portrait orientation, you choose that. So I went back. And over here is talking about printing on one side. Do you want to print it all? Do you want to print it on both sides or on one side? It all also depends on your printer. This portion can be automated if you're printing on both sides. When you select manual size, manual two-sided print, it will automatically print it for you, flipping it and things like that. So now over here is talking about the color. If you're on this composite RGB, it will allow you to print the correct color you have in your publication. But if you go to composite grayscale, now this all depends on your printer. In case maybe you don't have colors, don't have you don't have cartridge or something, color cartridge there, and then I go to composite grayscale to print it. Now, when you set all these things, all you just have to do is to print. But right now, we're not printing because we're not printing this publication. This is not something we're printing. So this is an example. So guys, hope you enjoy this tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.